Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard the Dream Harrier, the ship that flies through gaming space. It is still Spooktober. I know I've been a little spotty lately. That's just due to some personal issues, but I'm glad to be back online. We did have that hurricane that knocked us out for a bit as well. So all sorts of things been going on. But yeah, welcome Uware, welcome everyone else. We are looking at Seirai Gari. Seirai Gari. Seirai Gari. There you go. This is a NES, well, Famicom Japanese adventure game from Hudson Soft. You might know them for Bomberman and Lode Runner, but they also had a pretty popular adventure game called Princess Tomato and the Salad Kingdom. So what can the Princess Tomato people do with some spooky Japanese yokai and horror? Translated, this is roughly like Ghost Hunter, or it's actually like Shining Star Hunter or something like that, but it's like a ghost hunter, spirit hunter. You can translate it. Or you...
Hey, have you ever been told you've got a nice voice? Well, what if I told you could turn your voice into...
Traveling solo doesn't mean being disconnected. That's why I use solo.
What's kicking, chicken? How's it going?
Good. So tell me about your problems. Tell me what you were telling me before the show. You want to stalk somebody? Or
No. I didn't say that. I was listing out a hypothetical. Let's just say, hypothetically, you suspect that someone you know is dating somebody. And, you want to find out, like, if it's true or if, like, there's something going on, if they're hiding something. Would it be crazy if you knew that person was going to be at a certain bar or restaurant or something to, like, go in disguise to that place to find out what they're up to? Because, like, maybe they're not actually dating somebody. Maybe you're just paranoid and you go there and you just see them alone and then your conscience is cleared. But, like, what if you... I don't know, see them with like a woman or a man or something. If you're in disguise and you don't just confront them up front, you can like hear like their conversation, like they're talking about like, doing it or something. Then yeah, they're dating someone or something. Or, if they're talking about like their grandparents and it's probably just family or friends and, you're just in your head or something.
Who is this person?
What's up, pal?
I won't say it's...
Wait, okay.
Yeah, there is. It's on Super Nintendo.
Are you dating this person?
No. Well, there is no one person I'm talking about. It's just like a hypothetical, just like for
leave a like,
anyone.
share
Like,
with your friends.
You suspect your friend has a girlfriend and he's not telling you, or if like there was a girl you just recently broke up with or something, and you suspect she might have been cheating on you, and so you think there, or if you suspect like maybe I don't know, maybe your dad is like having an affair or something.
Okay. My first question is, do you have any hobbies?
I am a graphic designer by trade. I'm also a ventriloquist.
Okay, so what would be, like, wouldn't you think that you have something better to do than stalking?
Well, I mean, it's not really stalking if you're just trying to get down to the truth. Like, what if my buddy, I won't say his name, but like, what if my buddy, who does not get a lot of women because he's a bigger guy, and stuff, what if I suspect that, like, he's dating someone and he's not telling me about it and I want to know about it, and I, like, go down to, like, this bar and that's where I know he's going to be.
But why do you need to know if he's dating someone?
Like, get down to it or something.
Why?
Like, well, because like then whatever excuses he's giving me, like these ridiculous other reasons why he has to leave work early or why he has to go to his apartment, suddenly they all fall through, and it's like, okay, buddy, like don't lie to me.
But here's the thing, because here's the thing,
if you were approachable for him to tell you about it, he'd tell you. Second off, if it's affecting his work performance, you don't need to know what he's doing for you to confront him on him leaving work early or him not be a good friend anymore. You can address that without knowing how he's doing it. You can say, hey, man, what the heck is going on? You need to confront him directly about that, whether you find out he's dating someone or not. Would you finding out he's dating someone excuse his behavior? No.
Well, but it would also, well, it doesn't also have to be that, like his work is, slacking off. Maybe he's just like acting odd and I need to know like he's acting odd or something. And by the way, the first part is not true. Like it doesn't make me any less approachable. Like you can probably tell by the way I'm speaking that I'm autistic and autistic people are approachable. So first of all, that's the first thing. That's, I know that's like a little ridiculous to say, like I know how I sound, but like still, like I just want to throw that out there for further context or something, right?
I recommend getting like 3 hosts.
What's up? Leave a chat. Leave a chat. Leave a like.
Somewhere else to put your mind, Like if you had 3 women bothering you, you wouldn't really be too worried about if he was dating someone, right?
Well, and believe me, I would love to have 3 hoes. You don't need to tell me that or something. I mean, I being, 20 and living on my own, I'm doing my best here. Even though I just recently got my own apartment. But I was close to being able to secure 2 more recently until I got dumped last night.
Oh yeah.
I was close. Okay. So
tell us
I'm taking your advice.
Tell us about the dumping. How'd it go? What happened?
So I had met this girl on Snapchat, right?
How do you
let's call this
on Snapchat? Just like
you just start like quick adding people. You go to the quick add tab, quick add, just like randomly add people. Snapchat is like within all your quick adds are within like location proximity of people that are like close to you around there. So you're automatically being matched with like women that are close or something. Then once you ask the basic questions like, hey, where are you from? How old are you? Stuff like that. What do you look like? That's when, you start to reel them in a little bit. And that's what I did with this girl. I added her randomly. Hey, how old are you? Where are you from? What do you look like? Once I realized, she was my age, or she was 21. She was 1 year older. Close to me and also looked pretty hot. I asked her like, hey, do you want to get together? And we did a couple days later. And then we went back to my apartment. And
okay.
Read the Bible.
Yeah, good job.
But then she had to go to Florida for a week, and we talked for a while. I was trying to keep it on the down low that I was dating this girl because I have like former roommates who I also like work with and stuff who I didn't really want knowing about it. Mm-hmm. But I told this girl that works downstairs to where we work about it, and she spilled to them. So it's kind of out in the open now or something, and I kind of just had to bite the bullet and realize like, okay, I need to be like a little more private about my stuff if I don't want stuff getting around to them. Mm-hmm. So finally, she comes back from Florida about a week later. She shows up at my place. We like order a pizza and we're talking.
What the fuck?
Obviously, since she was coming to my place, I was under the assumption that something else was going to happen. But then she basically starts asking me like, what is this? Like, what are we doing? And I'm like,
and
what do you mean?
You'd known her a week at that point.
A week and a couple days, maybe 10 days.
Okay. So now it's the what are we conversation.
Basically, I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, we're too old to be playing these games. I can't keep doing this without like a commitment or something. And I'm telling her like, hey, first of all, take a chill pill. Like we've seen each other one other time or something. How about we just sit back, enjoy our evening or something. And she just keeps standing on her ground like, no, I need a commitment. And just basically as she's saying like, okay, well, if that's going to be the case, have a good night. She's grabbing her stuff, walk out. I did try to make one last move, basically, because as she's like walking out, I told her like, hey, well, real quick, if...
At Legacy ER and Urgent Care, we believe great service is the best medicine. With ER and urgent care under one roof, you no longer have to self-triage. We make it clear where to go when you're not sure where to go for any ailment you may face. Full service means access to our labs, CT, X-ray,
no fucking ass. Shut up.
Where'd he go?
You there? Hello? I don't hear him. Are you still there, Paul?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Rejoining.
Okay. I'm letting him back in.
What do you think of a girl asking for commitment after 10 days?
Yeah, no.
Son of a bitch.
Sorry, on the internet.
So I mean, was this girl the same age as you, like 19, 20?
He said she was 21. Wait, okay,
man.
so finish the story. So what happened
Okay.
when she said she was walking out, and then what happened?
And now he's on mute. Eric,
I asked her like, yeah, I'm sorry about this. Basically, as like she's on her way out, I asked her, I was like, well, hey, if us are going to be a thing of the past, how about just for old time's sake? Then I started pointing at my bedroom, and then she just turned around and walked out. And that was the last I saw of her, basically. And then she unadded me on Snap and stuff. So that's where I'm at.
What do you think, Doug MPA?
One of the journeys of a man is taking L's and moving forward. So that's one of the biggest differences between men and women. Like you gotta learn how to take L's. And here's the thing: if a woman breaks up with you, okay, if a woman tells you something, believe her the first time and move on. That's a lesson.
She kind of took the L though, because he like hit and then didn't want to commit.
Well, yeah, but just move on. If you're not still occupied with this girl, are you? Like, are you glad she's gone or what?
I mean, it was good, like the time that we spent together. So I can't really say that, I'm thrilled that like nothing will happen, any chance of anything will happen again or something. But, if she's going to walk out that easy over like a stupid, like, oh, we're too old for these games, then I can understand how maybe I like Matrix level dodged a bullet or something. But, at the same time, with me finally like having my own apartment and stuff, I do want to get to the point where like I can regularly like bring a lot of these women over and like not have to worry about competing with some of the people I work with and stuff who are bringing in women left and right or something. Like I got like these older coworkers who are like in their 30s or something, and they have like a new one every night, and meanwhile I'm just stuck to like the Snapchat screen or something. So like.
But here's the thing though: when you're 20. You really don't bring up a lot of value to the table because, look, when you're a man, you turn 18, it's a scary feeling because you're not worth anything. You have to build your value. 30-year-old guys, especially 30-year-old guys who are established and have money and have 10 years on you, they're going to get more women than you. And there's nothing you can do about it because they have 10 years on you. So you have to accept that.
Well, but at the same time, and I understand.
Go ahead.
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm not going to reveal too much about my personal life. But it's like, look, yeah, these guys are older. I'm a business owner, man. I've met some and worked with some pretty powerful people. That these guys like haven't been around. Like, I don't understand why that's not being viewed as like, me being the Jordan Belfort, and then all my 30-year-old coworkers are like my Jonah Hill and whatever the fuck his name is. Stuff like that. So, like.
I said he should have made her work for it and given her like I'll maybe commit after X, Y, and Z, and then then you could still nod in 3 months.
Yeah, because here's the thing: we had a show about situationships. Women, here's the thing: if a woman says, "What are we?" and she wants a commitment, there's a way to keep her around without saying there's no commitment. You don't really say yes, you don't really say no. This was a situation where you should have been able to do that. And here's the thing: like, women always want an explanation and always want a why. Just don't give them one.
Okay.
If you don't give them a story that can't find holes in it, if you don't give them if next time this happens and a woman asks you for commitment, you say, "Look, I'm giving you all I can right now." That's it. But see, us guys, we, especially when you're young, you care about a woman's emotional well-being to a fault. You need to stop doing that. And here's the thing: if you're a quote unquote good guy, you hate lying to women. You hate being a scumbag. It's against your nature. So just shut up, dude. Don't say anything. if it makes you feel bad to lie to women and say horrible things to women, you'll get there when you get older. but right now, stop talking, dude.
I mean, like I've seen like your show, like I've listened to like the call-in where like you and a few other guys have said before, like, you know, trust me, dude, when you turn 30, like it's raining vaginas and stuff like that. Like that's what happens. That's like what happens when you turn like 35 or something. But it's like I want to be able to work with what I have. You know, now that I have my own place and, you know, my own little bit of clout, like, hey, look at me, I'm a big shot or something like that. I just want to be able to work with something that I have. So, you know, do you think I'm making a mistake just like sticking to like the Snapchat strategy? Should I like try to move up a little bit or something?
So here's the thing. You have an established strategy.
Sick of trying to figure out how to hit protein goals? Free high protein breakfast for a year? Yeah, that's real. Every meal's loaded, ready in minutes, and tastes unreal. I don't have to track macros or plan meals. Factor does it all for me. And the breakfast, so good. These pancakes are delicious.
Get steady in that where you have a steady amount of women coming in there. Get yourself a nice rotation where you're never really alone. It's like the best time to apply for a job is when you already have a job. The best time to try to upgrade your game is when you already have women coming in. So don't knock your strategy, but I like the fact that you feel the need to upgrade and you have the means to be able to do it. But you haven't. A lot of guys, especially when they're 20, have no strategy at all, man. Like none. A lot of guys out there aren't getting any. You're trashing your Snapchat strategy. Are you crazy?
Well, my coworker told me today after like all this that I should like delete Snapchat and like actually go to like a serious dating app or something because of like the bots and the scammers that are on Snap. And it's like, yeah, that's true, but there's also just a bunch of that on like dating apps or something. You know what I mean?
Why not both? Do you have good pictures? Like, did you get a photographer?
Some of them are professionally done. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah. Give yourself credit for even. It sounds to me like you have more access than the average 20-year-old man. So give yourself credit for that. A lot of guys are out here starving, especially at 20, starving. So give yourself credit, dude. You know.
Well, and I won't lie. A lot of the women that I brought around really aren't something to like brag about. Like I have a couple of.
Hey, you gotta start. You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what we call
whales. Yeah. We've all smashed 3s and 4s, man.
That's what we call practice.
Yeah. So what is your strategy for upgrading?
It's another reason I'm calling in, like trying to figure that out. Basically, you know, it's like I'll go out with like some of the guys I work with who, you know, are older and are bringing in like new women left and right or something. Or like,
what are they doing?
Like, I have no clue. They do the same thing that I do, and somehow they're landing, you know, the women that work downstairs or something like that. And it's like, what? I'm doing the same thing. Like, am I just ugly? Like, what's happening?
Well, you're also 20, man. I can't tell you how much age, because the most desirable ages for a man to women is like, what, isn't it like 40 to 45, Pearl?
In my opinion, it depends what age the women are, but I think it's like 35.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but I think a 50-year-old will get more matches though, because there's like the leftover women too. Like I'm guessing if it's in numbers, but yeah, go ahead.
You gotta. I always say the 90s were the best decade, but I didn't get to enjoy the 90s because I wanted to grow up so bad. Like, you're 20 years old, man. Enjoy the fact that you're 20. You're building yourself into something. Like, don't rush to try to like jump ahead. Understand what I'm saying? It's got if you what you want is a time-based problem. If you stay consistent, you don't get married, you don't have any kids, you don't get one of these STDs that'll permanently be there, it will come. Stop trying to rush it, man. Put that effort into your business and stuff. But when it comes to women, don't try to rush it, man. Just don't.
I understand what you're saying, and I agree, obviously. But, you know, just the position that I'm in, and maybe I'm just saying this wrong, or maybe there's something else I could be doing here that, you know, you could lay me out. But it's like, I guess the easiest way to put it is like, all my friends, spent their New Year's, getting laid or, hanging out with all these women like in the casino and stuff. I spent my New Year's getting yelled at by a 30-year-old man because like I didn't want to do something for work. You know what I mean? Like, and I know that's the position that I've chosen, for me as like a business owner and stuff like that. But it's like at the same time, if there's a chance that when I turn 40 or 45, I can't get anything just because, I don't know, maybe I turned out to be a messed up 45 or 40 girl, I don't want to miss like the best open window that I had. You know what I mean? Right now.
Are you gonna have you been on like dating apps? Have those been doing well or no?
Yeah, they do pretty well. I've noticed something I'll say, at least for me, is that dating app women are more likely to ghost you than Snapchat women. Because like every girl I've hooked up with, every girl I've ever been like on a date or something, I basically met through Snapchat through like my little quick ad strategy. A lot of these dating app women, like from Hinge or Tinder, it's like they'll like respond to me, but as soon as I get down, like, hey, let's get together, that's when like the texts stop coming. Basically, I don't know what it is, but like for some reason, Snapchat.
You're competing with all of like the events and stuff, and it's not even just like do you like, what are the messages usually like? Do you guys talk a lot, or is it just because I've heard a lot of the PUA guys say that you shouldn't talk much except for logistics, because women will just waste your time for years.
The rocket equation, it's a beautiful thing. No astronaut launches for space with their fingers.
Well, I mean, like, I'm a pickup line collector. So, sometimes that's what I'll use on like a dating app or something, whereas on Snapchat, I can be a little more up for.
What collector?
A pickup line collector.
Okay.
So, because I know that's what people like expect on dating apps. Like, I know that's like status quo on dating apps or something, whereas on Snapchat, it's just like, hey, I added you. Hey, you're cute. Like, let's get together or something. You know what I mean?
Well, thanks for sharing. I liked your last line to her. Would you have taken that girl seriously or no? Like down the line if she didn't do that?
Well, first of all, it would depend how she responded to some of my other lines. But maybe, I don't know. Because like I gave her, I told her like this other line when we first met, like on the first date, and she liked it. So that told me that she at least, had like the same kind of mindset that I was in of like, hey, this is how this is gonna go. So, and somewhere down the line, she like changed her mind on the second date or something. So I don't know. We didn't get that far.
Okay, well, cool. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Well,
can we? You think we can do this again in like a week? You think we can do this again in like a week?
Yeah, I'll get a dating coach on the line. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to go back to the thing where your beginning issue, like this whole needing to know people's business thing, man. Like, especially when it comes to